Welcome to math class, 2nd grade. So today we're going to cover two lessons again. We have lesson 158, which is a review, and also 159, which is talking about line graphs. So line graphs we talked about a few days ago. I showed you a paper of different things that had like a line graph on. Like a line graph is lines that kind of have show you where the thing is at. Well, I'll go over one with you soon. Let's go over some things here on the board first of all. Here we have going by tens, 843. Before 843, going by tens would be 833, and then we have 853. 510 would be 500, and after 510 is 520. 1,251 would be 1,241, and then 1,261. Okay, here we have writing words for the numbers. So 10 is T-E-N, 20 is T-W-E-N-T-Y, 30 is T-H-I-R-T-Y, 40 is F-O-R-T-Y. You would skip the U. 40 is spelled like 4-T-Y, but you skip the U in 40. And 50 is F-I-F-T-Y. 60 is S-I-X-T-Y. 70 is S-E-V-E-N-T-Y. 80 E-I-G-H-T-Y. 90 N-I-N-E-T-Y. And 100 is one, the word one, and then skip a space and write hundred, H-U-N-D-R-E-D. Okay, looking down at these things, we just simply add them together, add or subtract, follow your signs. So I have 32 plus 45. If you can't do it in your head, we can always write it down on another piece of paper. So 32 plus 45 would be 77. 77. And then they have lines here for you to fill in either sum or difference. Remember, if you are adding, it would be sum. So we'll put sum in here. And then we have 59 minus 37, which again, you can write it down on a piece of paper if you don't know. So 59 minus 37 would be written like that. 9 minus 7 is 2, and 5 minus 3 is 2, so 22 would be my answer. So 22 we'll put in the box here. This is a subtraction sign here, so you will put down difference. And difference is spelled D-I-F-F-E-R-E-N-C-E. Don't forget your E on the end of difference, and it's like difference, soft C. Okay, looking over here on these problems, we have 1 plus 6 is 7 plus 6 is 13. We'll put my 1 up here and 3 down here. 1 plus 4 is 5, plus 5 is 10, plus 4 is 14. Put the 1 up here and the 4 down here. 1 plus 3 is 4, plus 2 is 6, plus 8 is 14. So my answer is 1,443. Okay, here we have subtraction. So we might need to borrow 9 minus 4. 9 is higher than 4, so that's okay. We don't have to borrow on that one. 9 minus 4 is 5. 1 minus 3. 1 is less than 3, so I'll need to borrow. So put a 1 beside the 1, cross out the 0, put a 9 on top, and since you crossed the 0 out and put a 9 on top, you have to right away cross out the next number, which is a 2, and we'll put a 1 on top of there. 11 minus 3 is 8, 9 minus 0 is 9, 1 minus 1 is nothing, so we don't need the 0 there since there is nothing on this side of the 0. We don't have to put the 0 in, so my answer is 985. Okay, going on to the next one, 8 minus 9. 8 is less than 9, so we'll need to borrow. Put a 1 beside the 8, cross out the 6, and put a 5 on the top. 18 minus 9 is 9. 5 minus 3 is 2. 7 minus 4 is 3. So my answer is 329. Okay, going on to the next one. 0 minus 9. 0 is way less than 9, so we need to borrow again. Put a 1 beside the 0, cross out this 0, and put a 9 on top. Since you crossed the 0 out to put a 9 on top, you need to right away cross out the next one and put the less number on top. So now we're ready to subtract. 10 minus 9 is 1. 9 minus 9 is 0. 1 minus 1 is 0. 5 minus 3 is 2. So my answer is 2001. Okay, let's look at the story problem here. It says, Betsy baked 24 cookies. Mother baked 36 cookies. How many more cookies did Mother bake than Betsy? So let's underline your numbers and keywords, 24 cookies and 36 cookies. And then you have more cookies. Don't forget to underline more with cookies. And since we have more cookies, you're trying to figure out, so we're trying to figure out how many more cookies Betsy made than Mother. No, Mother made than Betsy, so you will need to subtract, right? Because you're finding how many more, so we're going to subtract. So 36 minus 24 is 6 minus 4 is 2, 3 minus 2 is 1. So 12 is your answer. So then you write it out here, 36 minus 24 equals 12. So Mother baked 12 more cookies than Betsy, and so 12 cookies is my label. So, yeah, be careful that when you're doing subtraction, be careful to always have the highest number first and then the least number, because you cannot subtract 36 from 24. They have 24 first in the problem, but you can't go 24 minus 36, so be careful to get the highest number here if you are subtracting. Okay, let's talk about a little bit about a line graph now. So we have this line graph right here, and it's talking of speeds of airliners. So here they have miles per hour, that says how fast he's going. And then we have minutes after takeoff, like how many minutes it took them till they were at this speed here. So how long did it take for the airliner to reach 500 miles per hour? So we have 500 miles per hour. Now it goes by 0 and 200, 400, 600, 800, 1,000, 1,200, and on up. So you kind of have to think about 500 being right in the middle here, between 600 and 400. So if we're thinking of middle, it took him about, here it took him 10 minutes to get to 10 minutes to get to 400 miles per hour. And so then 500 miles per hour would be about right in here. So it would probably take him about 25 minutes to get to 500 miles per hour. How much faster was it going at 30 minutes than at 20 minutes? So here's minutes after takeoff. You look here, 30 minutes. It was going 1,400, and 40 minutes it was, no, 30 minutes was going 1,200, 40 minutes was going 1,400. So then how much faster, whenever you're figuring out how much faster something is going, you'll need to subtract. So if you go 1,400 minus 1,200, that would be 200 miles per hour. I'll just write it out here on the board for you so you can kind of see how it looks. So 1,400 minus 1,200. 0 minus 0 is 0. 0 minus 0 is 0. 4 minus 2 is 2. And so, yeah, 200. So it took 10 minutes to go 200 miles per hour faster. Okay, what was the highest speed this airliner reached? So now you're going to be looking at the highest speed that this airliner reached. And it looks like it was 1,600 miles per hour. That's pretty fast, right? 1,600 miles per hour. And he was going that fast for at 50 minutes after takeoff. So which 10-minute interval did the speed stay the same? So you would be looking at the speed staying the same. This is the speed. And it looks like it would be at 50 minutes and at 60 minutes after takeoff. The speed was still going the same. Okay, so that is what we call a line graph. And you will be working with a line graph on lesson 159. So, yeah, you can go ahead with your speed drills. Try to do those before your math lesson usually because it helps you, gives you practice with your facts. And try to remember to keep on with your flashcards even if you're done with your chart because it gives you so much good practice for next year. So yeah, try to keep on with that after you're done with your lesson, or even before you're done with your lesson you can. Okay, I hope you have a good afternoon and be careful.